Hey everybody, what's up and good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto with King. It is Thursday, January the 6th. All right. And we are in a red market. We are in a red market today, and people are wondering why. Okay. I just think that it's funny, and I have a little small side story here, real quick. Um, I had somebody call me yesterday and say, hey, how do I get into crypto? And this is somebody who I know extremely well. All right. And I had told her, I said, all right, well, there's, this way versus this way. And she said, well, I have a Robinhood account. I said, well, you'll be very limited in what you'll be able to get on Robinhood, but try out Coinbase. Here's a referral link, by the way, which I also have in the description of this video. And I was explaining to her how, there's the easy way of trading cryptocurrency and a little bit of what I guess you would call the difficult way. Like if you want to trade cryptocurrency using DeFi platforms like Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So with this person, I said, look, I'm not going to put too much on you right now. Sign up for Coinbase. If you know how to navigate Robinhood, Coinbase is the exact same way, except that it offers more cryptocurrency choices and a really simple user interface. Okay. And this was before I had knew about yesterday's news. So this person signed up, got themselves a Coinbase account, bought themselves some crypto that I had recommended, which y'all know the ones that I talk about on my channel. You could tell some people, hey, start off with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's not a bad idea. All right. Oh, I guess I gotta say the disclaimer: not financial advice. All right, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. Just a regular dude in the cryptocurrency game that's made some good choices and made some bad choices over time. But I've lived and learned, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it and share it with people who take the time to listen. Okay, so right after the person made their purchase and made their recommendations, which I had told her Ethereum. No, I'm sorry. I told her Shiba. Okay. I told her CRO and I said Spell. Okay. Those are all three of the ones that are, how do I say this? I think there's a good potential for returns if you hold them over long term. Like good returns fairly quickly. Okay. And that's just my speculation on it. Shiba for a lot of different reasons, which I've talked about in the past. But if you're new to hearing me talk about it, Shiba is not done. Okay. Shiba's not done. Shiba, while it's sitting at around, see, when I last looked, it was a $16 billion market cap. Let's see where it is now with the way that the markets is doing today, because you're talking a 9% change over 24 hours. That's kind of big, especially in crypto all around. So when we take a look at that, what does that put Shiba still? Shiba's still at around 16 billion. And where am I getting that number from? CoinGecko. All right. If we take a look at Shiba, which is right here on the screen, it's still around 16 billion. Look, the whole market though, that is a sea of red. Okay? That is a sea of red. But I urge you guys, just like how I titled the video description for today, is to see the bigger picture. Okay? See the bigger picture. Now, I've heard of various reasons as to why the market is down. And if you ask me, I'm gonna look at you and say, I don't know. I don't know, but let's go to Google and see what Google says. Okay. Let's see what the people are talking about. Before I get into this article, actually, I was sitting into Twitter spaces yesterday, and the OGs, if you will, people that understand how volatile crypto is and how different market conditions can cause a big sell or, big buys for that matter as well. The OGs aren't nervous. They aren't nervous. I remember how I felt. All right, feelings. I remember how I felt the first time that I saw my capital just drop and my portfolio just take a huge dive. I said, WTF, what is going on? I mean, I'm sitting here like this. All right. And I'm just watching it just down, down, down. I'm like, man, what is going on? Because unless you're, how do I say this? In stocks, okay, if you have a dive, you might see, I mean, unless it's a huge market crash, somewhere like a 2% drop is something that causes people to go, whoa, or 5%. All right. Crypto, you can see a 10 to 15 to 20% swing like that. Okay. And when it swings down fast. Okay. But then also, too, when things decide the moon, if you hear to the moon, which I'm going to go into tomorrow's morning coffee with crypto is going to be fun, in my opinion, because I wanted to do this. I've wanted to go into different cryptocurrency terms and just make the stream simply about the different crypto terms that you'll hear or market terms in general. Okay. Because some of them are kind of intertwined. But you'll see cryptocurrencies move, boom, just like that. Okay. And that's why if you operate on emotions, it can be fun, but also scary. Okay. And trust me, I get it. I get it. My very first time being a part of a big crypto market crash, I sold. I'm like, screw this noise. I'm out. All right. And I wished I wish I didn't do it. Okay. Some people will use the strategy of when they see the market is going down and they're just not sure how far, they'll sell into a stable coin like Tether or USD coin because it's pegged to a dollar and they'll just hold it there. And typically when you see that, you'll see the volume of both of those actually increase. Okay. Tether being just like the largest ones right now, but there are several stable coins that are coming into the market. And I don't know how good that's going to be, but I can't really explain why. But man, you got all these different stable coins now. Binance is the stable coin that's on the Binance Smart Chain, and different things like that. But I'm curious how all of these stable coins are going to affect the market in general. The funniest one to this day, and this is one that people are still not really talking about, is this magic internet money that goes around. I forget the ecosystem. Excuse me, the ecosystem that it's a part of, but there's one called Spell that's attached to it. But yeah, and I just like some of these themes and some of these names. Abracadabra money. Hold on. All right, let's continue. So, Bitcoin. All right. People are talking about now. This is an article off the Scotsman.com, but it's like a news aggregator of sorts. And this article by Liv McMahon is similar to a couple of other ones that I had found as well. Okay. So I've heard two prevailing reasons as to why the market is down. The first one has to do with the political turmoil in Kazakhstan. All right. And all of the bad crap that's going on over there and how that's affecting mining operations for the miners that are over in that country. Some of y'all don't know this. But some of these countries, okay, have gotten, how do I say this, smart about mining and collecting the uh, profits off of that to help kind of funnel money into other parts of their country's operations. I'm trying to say that in a simple way, but that's actually, you know what? Yeah, that's the simplest way that I could put it. So sometimes, all right, when you have big, actually, I'm going to call it, I thought it would be a drop in the bucket, thinking, oh, well, just because Kazakhstan's not doing a whole lot of mining, that don't mean that the rest of the world stopped. But almost every time you see news like this, because it happened in China, when China said, "Oh, hold up, stop," there was a pause in India for a while because of the effect that it was having on the power grid and the ecosystem. And almost every single time, there's a dip, there's a swing, okay? And some people sit back and they rub their hands like Birdman, and they either try to time the bottom, which, look, I'm not good at timing anything. I don't sit in front of charts and be like, ooh, all right, yeah, man, this look like the bottom. I'm gonna get in right now. No, I say, hey, if I see a dip in something, or if I have a set price on anything, all right, then the smart thing to do, if you can pull it off, is have capital on the side, or money that's sitting into a stable coin that doesn't go up or down. It just stays pegged to a certain amount. And if you say, I'm going to wait till Ethereum drops to, I don't know, what's Ethereum at now? Let's say Ethereum's at 3,300. Let's say that you've got money into a stable coin and you want to say, man, I'm gonna set a price target for Ethereum at 31. If Ethereum goes into 3,100, I got money in USD Tether, and I'm gonna pull some of that capital from USD Tether and buy Ethereum. Then hey, that's not a bad strategy or a bad plan. Okay. If Ethereum doesn't get to your price target and then it shoots up, T is what it is. All right. So people are pointing to that. And then the other thing is the meeting minutes from the Fed's meeting over interest and everything from December. Apparently, economists and people reading over that are talking about how in the meeting from December, the U.S. Federal Reserve, I believe, is who's over it. They're looking at um, reducing the balance sheet of who the government owes by not raking. Let me do this. By raising interest rates sooner than later. All right. And collecting in more money to start paying off bonds and different things that they owe. Okay. Typically when that happens, all right, depending on, and oh man, I don't want to, look, I'm not an economics teacher or anything. I have a little bit of a, but there's smarter people that can talk about this kind of stuff. All right. So I'm not going to get into it, but what you'll notice though is that some of the trendy um people will start selling off different positions to have money set off for oh man, I am botching this up. Just in case money. Okay. And businesses also, like businesses as well as just your regular retail people, that's what they'll do. Okay. When those meeting minutes came out yesterday, the biggest sell-offs was in the tech industry. A lot of the tech stocks, boom, took a hit. Okay. Now, the fact that cryptocurrency moved as well with the tech stocks, that was intriguing to me. That was intriguing because if Bitcoin, actually, let's just start with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is supposed to be like a hedge against inflation, okay, and it's supposed to be as good of an asset, and I'm hesitant to use that word, but as good of an asset as gold, then Bitcoin shouldn't take a mild swing the way that stocks would when it comes to news about like the Federal Reserve and interest rates and things like that. It shouldn't. Okay, it shouldn't. So, would you then take a look at Bitcoin and really cryptocurrency in general as more of like a techie type situation? I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm thinking about this now, and it might give you just a different way of looking at the market, that if you were someone that held in a certain cryptocurrencies and then those cryptocurrencies took a dive because of a change in market conditions, then you can almost say, all right, well, the next time this happens, then this is going to trigger this. So I'm going to know all right, let me start figuring out how to stop some of my losses right here and right now. And that's just a way that you can kind of look at the market to be able to do what's best for you. Okay. Because there's different way. There's like the maximum way that you can try and stop the bleeding. Okay. And then there's the people like me that I'm just going to zoom out. All right. I'm going to zoom out because look, when you zoom out, okay, if you take a look at the last 24 hours, you'll see this. But if you zoom out 30 day, 90 day, 180 day, 1 year, you zoom out, okay, you'll see that a lot of these cryptocurrencies have still gained over the last year. All right. I didn't realize that CRO's all-time high actually set up close to $1. All right. And this is another one. I'm telling you right now, if you're not into CRO and you're not accumulating as often as you can, or as little or as big as you can, even a $10 addition to your portfolio matters. All right. It matters over time. They're doing a lot of different things that they're building and scaling and adding, that if you're not adding CRO, which is the crypto.com coin, to your portfolio, you're going to look back and you're going to regret not doing it. I'm just going to say that you're going to regret not doing it. This is one of the ones that I feel strongly about. Y'all know the ones I talk about: Shiba, CRO, Saitama, Impact XP, VVS Finance, Safe Moon, and XRP. Man, I was able to say all seven without having a huge pause in between this time. Give me the hand clap. Not the clap, but the hand clap. All right. So, look, if you're panicking right now, don't. Just don't. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Zoom out. Okay. Take a look at what the products are for the cryptocurrencies that you're interested in or doing, and ask yourself, do you still see value in those products, or do you still see value in that cryptocurrency? If you do, hold the line. Hold the line. All right. As a matter of fact, I got something to show real quick. While that's coming up, how y'all doing today? Got any plans for the first weekend? Wait, is it the first weekend in 2020? No, it's not the first week in 2020. And I said 2020, 2022. Good night. It's not coming up. All right. I'm gonna have this queued up the next time, but I want to play something funny. All right. So look, this has been my morning stream today. I was on a little bit later today, but that's because I'm off the next 2 days and I decided to sleep in. I'm going to do my morning stream tomorrow and then come back to my live stream where we do our Let's Go Buy Something, where I take $50 and suggestions from the community and go to KuCoin and add to my KuCoin portfolio along with you guys. I'll come in with 2 or 3 recommendations of some ones that I have. And then if anybody's on live with me, and you have a cryptocurrency that you want to shield, which I'll explain what that means tomorrow, then join the live stream. Put that cryptocurrency in the chat, all right? And we'll take a look at it. As long as it has some good, solid foundation to it, there's a white paper, you can clearly understand like what the cryptocurrency is and what it's doing, its use case. Its developers are doxed. I might give some leeway on a non-doxed group. Like, look, she was not doxed, like not fully like that. All right. But they've delivered on their product so far. All right. So they're the exception. But gotta be docs, white paper, understand the use case, things like that. And if it looks solid, and just a quick boom, let's go see if we can see the cryptocurrency's background. And if it looks good, we'll add it to a wheel, okay? And then at the end of it, we will randomize which one is getting bought. We'll buy it. I'll add it to a PowerPoint that I have, and then we'll just take a quick little overview of the previous transactions to see what they've done. One's been down, okay, but the other two kind of sideways, staying about the same. But we'll talk about that Friday evening. I don't know what time. I may make that an evening show after I pick up my daughter. Okay. So I'll do my morning stream in the morning, which will be my coffee and crypto, where we go over different terms that you'll hear. And if you're new to the game, you've likely not heard most of these terms. But if you're a crypto OG, then you've likely heard them before. But we'll go over 'em. One of them I thought was had meant to be something, and it meant to be something completely different. All right. So that's the plan for this week. That's the plan for tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button. Help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. Okay. And we'll be back with another Coffee and Crypto with King. Peace.